Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is a What Does Scorpio Need to Hear reading. It's what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. There is a difference. All the gumph about the channel, the cards, anything you need to know, it will be down below in the description box. I really don't want to run into minutes of intro stuff. I get bored watching videos that have got that in, so I've decided I'm just going to go below. Everything you need to know is down there. Let's have a look. What does Scorpio need to know for their highest good today? What do they need to hear? There is no time limit on this. You'll see it when you... I haven't dated it. You'll find it when you're supposed to hear it. If you have a situation that you just can't get out of your head, this is what you need to hear about it. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything. Take what resonates and doesn't. Right, let's have a card. Can I have a card for Scorpio, please? What do they need to hear today? There we go. Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. A balance in a situation. It could be a work situation. Balance in your home life. It could be. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new way to grow. A new idea that can come to life. It's more of a tangible money... material, can also be family. Five of Swords, past betrayal and secrets. Somebody had to win at any cost. You could feel stabbed in the back by a decision they made. You have the Ace of Swords, new clarity, honesty, a new way of thinking. I'm getting a new way of thinking. You've been so focused on what somebody's done to you. What are they doing for you? How are they serving you that you've not maybe considered what they're doing for you? You've not realised the potential in this other person or this other career. How it's not serving you, but you've not looked at how it is serving you. And maybe you need to look at that with fresh eyes. Maybe review that and take a look at how... taking emotions out of it to a certain extent as well. You also have the Magician, manifestation, the power to control your future, where you want to go from this point on. You can make anything you want happen to a certain extent without being manipulative, obviously. You can, if what you're looking for is somebody or a relationship, within your relationship that you're currently in, that you want more from that person materialistically, it could be that you feel they don't contribute financially. It could be you feel like you're doing all the work, you're the only one putting in. It could be that they don't earn as much as you. That sounds really shallow, but they don't earn as much as you, so you don't feel that they contribute as much as you. You feel like you're subsidizing them and their lifestyle. Maybe you need to look at why their earning potential isn't as much. It could be that you're in a relationship and you feel like your partner has to work, only brings in a part-time income. So why the fuck would you... should they have as much as you do? But the reason they have a part-time income could be because they have to fit shifts around you, your work. It could be that childcare, because of childcare, or it could be that the career that they're in, it could be that they're studying, because you've got the Swords coming out, which is study and of the mind. You keep stabbing them in the back without probably meaning to. You feel like you have the moral high ground and you just keep battering them with what they do that isn't good enough, what they do, and then you just walk out the room. You haven't even got time to even hear their side. You literally just turn around, gone, I'm off. Don't even want to hear it. This is what you don't do. This is what you don't contribute. This is what you're not doing right. I expect that you're not even really telling them what it is you expect, because this is just an expectation. You've not done any work on that. This is a seed. You've not planted it to even grow into anything. You've not watered it. You've not nurtured it. You've not... this is just potential. This could be what you expect, but you've not told them what you expect, or in any way helped them achieve what it is that you expect from them. You just want to be sitting pretty, and yes, everything's balanced. Life isn't exactly like that, especially in relationships. You've not let them know what your expectations are. You need to be clear and honest with them, what it is you expect from them. You need to put down attacking them, because this is the win at any cost. I will be right. You will. This is my way or the highway. Fuck what gets in the way. Is that sort of attitude. Whether you mean to do that or not, that's how you're coming across. You're coming across as quite harsh and literally, I'm going to make what I want happen. You do have the power of manifestation, Scorpio. You do seem to make things happen if you want them. You're probably going to get a few home truths from them, because you have literally been stabbing in the back one way or another for quite a while, telling them what they're not good enough. You've probably been borderline abusive to a certain extent, emotionally abusive, without even really realizing. And I don't mean that you're an abuser and you're doing it intentionally. I think unintentionally you are abusing this other person. You are diminishing their confidence, their self-worth. If you look, this is a woman crying. He's literally stabbed her in the back and walked off. You could have literally left them broken when they've needed you the most, and you've just walked off and left them. And you think you can win them back with hearts and roses and butterflies and flowers and loveliness, which I get you do because you feel guilty about it to a certain extent. Maybe they call you up on it, and that's when you bother doing the effort of, oh, I'm sorry. You've got a way in your head that you want it to be a certain way, and because it's not like that, you're lashing out at the other person, probably passive aggressively, because this is in the back, it's not direct. You just want, you know what it is you want, and you're going to get it one way or another. It's just, yeah, will, strength. You need to change the way, you need to change the way you are dealing with people and their emotions, and you have to consider their perspective on things. She hasn't tamed that lion by telling it it's not good enough, by telling it she's built up a partnership. You may not, the lion doesn't attack her because she's not attacking it. She's done it gently, kindly, encouraged it, befriended it, teamwork, calm strength, resilient strength, not harsh, overpowering, conquering. It's not a conquering that you need to do. You need to consider their emotions. I think you've left them quite broken. And they just keep staring like, is it even actually, you almost go to that vulnerable, weak child position when somebody keeps attacking you. I don't want to say victim energy, but it does feel a bit like victim energy. Like, what did I do? I can't quite work out. You doubt how you feel, you doubt how you think, and you've probably invalidated their feelings a lot for them to feel like this. They're probably awake at night going over and over and over everything that they've done, trying to make sense, and you've become in this abusive, unintentionally abusive cycle, narcissistic almost, because sometimes you don't even realize that you're in that plane, cycle of because you're always telling them what they're not doing right, they're then doubting themselves, and their confidence is diminished and diminished, and you're making them smaller and smaller. And they just cry. They just want to go somewhere and cry and go, why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough for this person? When really they are good enough. What it is you're not grateful. You're not seeing the potential in them. That you, well, whether you see the potential or not, you want them a certain way and they're not meeting it. So you're just telling them, you're not doing that. You're not meeting what I need you to. Yeah, what you're not seeing is this is somebody gaining strength. They have unknown potential to you. But you're not seeing it. You're not seeing their true value. They have power that you know not. The moon. This could be another water sign. They're realising their true power. Because you've knocked them down so low, it's sent them to a place. They're transforming before your eyes, and it's not because of the pressure you've put on them. It's not just you that's done this to them. This is, the page is naive, younger energy. Yeah, and they're looking where it is they want to go, and they're making plans of where they want to go. But if you look, it's just them and their strength, which is still learning. They're whether you meant to or not, you've effectively pushed this person away. You've pushed this person away. And maybe this strength is their strength, the strength that they are trying to find and summon. They don't quite know where it is they're supposed to go. They just know that it's not you. This is a relationship read. It's become a relationship read. It wasn't supposed to be anything in particular, but it has. Secrets are coming out. Or even past secrets that you thought were done, they're just coming out, and they are processing everything at the moment. You don't know. You will never quite really understand, I don't think, what it is you did to them. I don't think you did it with any malice, and I don't mean it as though you're some manipulative person that's where you've seen that there is an imbalance financially or materialistically, like you don't feel they bring the same to the table as you do. I don't think you quite realised that they did. You didn't appreciate what they were bringing, and you never nurtured them enough because you were always critiquing them, telling them what wasn't right, thinking that you're just being honest, thinking that you're going to help them develop into what you perceive they could be. You effectively destroyed their confidence by telling them they're not good enough, although you thought, yes, you are good enough if you just do this. It's like saying, well done, you're the best person in the world, but you could improve it by doing X, Y, Z. Or if you could just do this, I'd be a little bit happier. Or even passive aggressively doing it by trying to make someone be what you perceive as their best. You've tried to create them and this relationship into what you think it should be. If you look, there's two birds, two dark birds overpowering the white one at the bottom. By believing that you know what's best and that your way is the right way, for good or bad reasons, intentions, whatever, you've gone about it the wrong way. You should have been gentler. You should have been more encouraging. You should have... Maybe you saw them as this wild, passionate person and you fell in love with them because of their craziness, because of the wildness, because of the magic in them, because of the fire in their belly and how amazing that they were. And you tried to tame the beast by taking chunks out of them. Unintentionally, you tried to tame the beast by... Whereas if you treated them like an equal and you'd encouraged them equally, like nurtured them in a more calm way, instead you've diminished them down to this place where they don't have very much confidence in themselves. They feel beaten by the world, even to the point where they may not even know which way it's up. You've created something that you didn't expect to. And they've realised that they have potential that you will never know or understand they have. And they're coming to a point now where they've slowly built themselves back up. They are on the path to building themselves back up to what they could truly be. They're realising their power. It could be a water sign, but they've decided that they know where they want to go. They know this power within them. And if you look, that's a lion cub. They are starting to build their strength. They are on their path forward to where it is they want to go. They know there's mountains to climb on the way. They know it's going to be hard. But there is no other person in that picture. They are leaving without you to follow their own dreams. So whether this is a warning, yes, it should have been teamwork. Encouraging each other. They are each doing different jobs, but to achieve the same thing. They're building a future together. You saw that you could work together, that you could have been a beautiful partnership. You saw that potential. It's there. You saw the potential. What you didn't do is go about it the right way. Did you put enough work into the relationship yourself? Is the other question. Did you think that financially contributing and neglecting the emotional side? Were you, because this is all pentacles and swords, there's no emotions here until you get to the person and they're broken and assessing their emotions. It's all money and thoughts. There's no emotions. Did you nurture them emotionally? Did you, because this is wands, when they leave, when they're gone, it's wands, it's passion. Did you nurture their passions? Did you nurture their beliefs? Did you consider their feelings? Did you consider what makes them happy? Because all I'm seeing is money and thoughts. And will. Your will. What you want. What you expected. There's no asking of anybody else. You've literally taken what you wanted. Taken what you wanted and left them. And all they're left with are these two swords. And the two of swords is a choice. Head over heart. And I think the two are now aligning to the point where you've stabbed me in the back too many times. You've betrayed me. You've burnt me. You've cut me down too many times. Head now follows the heart. Or heart follows the head. They know they should have left ages ago. Their heart's now following suit and they're off. No, mate, this ain't for me. In the beginning, it was both of us, and then it's just me on a treadmill trying to please you. And where the fuck are you? You're not even here. And you've left me raggedy. If this is a partnership where one of you is stay-at-home parent and one brings in the whole income, you've literally left them feeling like Cinderella. Like you're not even worth more than rags. Like, is there any point? You don't let me do anything. I have no access to anything. I don't have access to funds. I'm just here working away for nothing. Yeah, they're on a path to healing. You may be able to bring it back, but it's going to take a lot of healing, a lot of work, a lot of rebalancing. They've transformed. You've probably noticed that they've transformed, that they feel different, that there's something elevated about them recently. Sagittarian energy. They've got wanderlust in their soul. They're feeling artistic. They're feeling passionate. They're feeling flighty. Sagittarians are flighty. They just want to go. They follow that whim that they're on, and they just want freedom and they just want freedom and belief in themselves again. Rainbows are a sign of hope. They're happy to pour a cup into somebody as long as there's reciprocity and the blend works for them. The alchemy with you didn't work. The balance with you didn't work. And there's butterflies. They've transformed and found freedom. Flight. And they dip their toe in their emotions. They're not submerged by it. They're not sat in it trying to work out what the fuck is going on. They have a level of mastery with it. Does that need an oracle card? I don't think it does. I think it's pretty clear. If this hasn't happened yet, then you need to look at a way to review yourself and your behaviours and look at nurturing them. Don't get me wrong, you still see the beauty of what they were. You still see how beautiful they are to a certain extent. What you've tried to do is take this person and mould them to fit what you think the happily ever after looked like. So like if they stayed at home, they wouldn't spend any money. If they stayed at home, they'd run the house on a tiny budget so you could all go and do whatever you want. The sacrifice wasn't, you may feel like you sacrificed, but you didn't. They gave and gave and gave emotionally. A relationship takes more than what you financially contribute to it. A household is more than what you financially put into it. If they've been at home tending the house, tending the children, they've not been bringing in as much money, and you punish them for it because you're the one that pays for the nails to be done or the hair to be done, or I don't know, to fund their hobby. They may have a hobby because they don't get a break. They don't get to, you know, it's hard raising kids. It's hard keeping a house. You've not appreciated their point of view. And I think to claim it back, you have to appreciate what you did to get to this point and look at how you can change that behaviour. If you even want them to, because I'm not seeing there's anything. You've walked away in a way already. You already believe you're worth more than them. So, you know, you're the magician and they're the page. There's quite an imbalance of power there. But what you don't realise is, yes, you might be the magician manipulating the elements. They're the fucking moon. They move oceans. They move emotions. They move feelings in people. I'd rather be a moon than a magician. They illuminate secrets. They will tell you home truths if you have this conversation, and you have to be prepared for that conversation. But if you want to save it, you have to listen, and you have to take it on board, and you have to nurture the potential that is in this relationship. If you just treat them like an equal, it is all about seeing them as your equal, not believing that you are better because you bring in a tangible material benefit. They keep the home going. This is feeling very much like a partner that stays home and a partner that goes out to work. They bring in things. The Queen of Pentacles isn't just about what money she brings in. This is a person that keeps the home fires burning. They maintain the house. They make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be so that the king can go out and make sure the fields are planted and make sure the harvest comes in. She's the one that maintains everything. She keeps the kingdom. The Queen of Pentacles keeps the kingdom and makes sure that everybody's fed, makes sure that everything keeps running. Make sure the harvest comes in. You just need to appreciate what you have in your life. You need to appreciate who that person is in your life. And if this isn't a partner, this could be a family member, a co-worker that's taken on more, because if not, they're fucking off. Somebody just in your life is not been appreciated. And you may think that you've done what you need to keep it going, to keep the relationship going, to keep, if it's to do with an employee or co-worker, partner in the company, they may have just had enough and you've not pulled your weight, so they're just off. You need to look at what you contribute, not just financially but emotionally. You encouraging them to be the best they can be, because then together you can be a better overall. Anyway, I hope that's told you what you need to hear, Scorpio. As I said before, everything you need to know is down below. I will try and answer any comments if there are any comments. Let me know if it resonated, if it did or didn't, whichever. It could be role reversal. It could be that you're the person watching it because your partner is a Scorpio and you're like, shit, this is what they've done to me, without even really realising. I hope that's brought you everything you need to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.